So, you like to get dirty on your car? Come here a little closer. Something to show you today, my fellow speedsters and speed junkies. Today, I'm gonna do a good old, well, let's do a little better cameraman job here. We're gonna work on the good old diff, the rear diff in the MAZDASPEED6. We're gonna drain the fluid out. We're gonna put some new fluid in. Now, you may ask yourself, what size is that bolt? You know, I don't even exactly remember, because it's something weird. It's not even Japanese, not even metric, I mean. It's 15/16 for the drain bolt, and then a 23 for the fill bolt. So, good to remember. We'll update you on that. We already got this one decently loose, so shouldn't be on there too tight. Should be around there, around that 30 foot-pounds. So, knock her off. Get a little arm tight, good to go. I would highly suggest getting GL5 80W90. That is what Mazda specifically calls for. You don't got to get Pennzoil, but this was just the cheapest thing. This was $8.99 a quart. Some people would like to say you want to use more expensive oil, but I prefer Pennzoil for most of my applications. I highly recommend getting a fluid transfer pump as well. That will also help. And say if you don't got that standard socket, 24 should work great. If you don't got the 15/16, and yeah. Alright. So yeah, this doesn't take too long. It doesn't matter if it's really cold or hot. Probably better if it's warm if you want more of it to come out. But yeah, this oil should be good for about 5 years, depending on the quality you get and whatnot. But most transmission intervals are about 5 years for manual vehicles. You do every other. I know a lot of people do that. I'm also one of those people. I'm weird. Just like they put fresh stuff in there. Keep it nice and lubricated. That, and I live in a cold area, so don't want any contaminants and whatnot. Granted, maybe you shouldn't be driving a speed in the cold, but hey, it's all-wheel drive, man. It helps. Even though I don't drive that fast. But once you get it fully drained, plug this, and then start going from here. Highly recommend grabbing a siphon pump. A siphon pump will make it easier. You can get one at your local parts store. Makes it so you don't make a mess. So, you know, people don't hate you and whatnot. Don't make a mess on your roadway, man. Don't be a hazardous and whatnot, I guess. Or you know, just put that dinosaur fuel back in the ground. It takes 1.1 quarts, just so you know. That's not much. Just take a full bottle, fill it up, or you can plug this early, whatever you're feeling. That's probably what I'm just gonna do. Maybe full drain it. We'll see. See how long it takes. It's already starting to do this. Yeah. So once you see it doing that, you're probably about empty. You're probably good. Plug that baby back up. Fill her up. Yes, sir. Side note, make sure you clean off your transmission plugs. Most transmission plugs in manual vehicles, because manual vehicles, a lot of them don't have filters, or their filters are far internal, depending on how new your vehicle is, of course. But since it's not automatic, it usually doesn't have a filter. That is the rule. So then it has a magnet, so that does all the filtering. If you see right there, that's all came off. So you can just imagine how caked up that was. Take some brake clean, spray that baby off. Give her a good wipe down. Put that baby in.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, and this would be your T case. Obviously, right next to your rear motor mount. Right, and then up there, let's see, up there to your T case will be your fill bolt. We already cracked our drain, so we're gonna already cracked both of them. 23, 24, just like the other one. Another thing to have would be a wobble extension or some sort of extension, you know, with a little bit of give. Might bust your hand. Part of the process, part of the love. But yeah, let's get you a little video on how this looks. See if we get any oil on our hand, or if we're not lucky. You know, just in case. Do it like that, right? Not pretty long. Well, looks a little different. Don't look that bad. Look for any chunks. Obviously, you want to clear off all that metal debris, just like before. Same thing. Maybe you want to replace your cushy and whatnot. Yeah, that actually looks recently changed. Smells a little funky though. Smells weird. Not used to it smelling like that. Well, we'll catch back with you. Alright, and then when you know you got her filled, she'll be leaking like that. Yes sir, yes sir. That's how you know you got her filled. That 1.1 closures again for the rear diff. For the T case up in the front, it's 1.6. Remember, I'll stress it again. GL5, 8090. And then for the transfer case, it's GL4, 7590. A lot of these Mazdas, they're 5-speed transmissions and 6-speed transmissions. They change around the oil, but they usually generally keep all the transmissions tend to use that GL4 specification. Alrighty, well, after you get your work done, we didn't do the transmission, so if you have any nachi feeling, it's not gonna get rid of that, but it should at least make certain motions in the transmission to the diff nicer. Like reverse driving, that should help, or like, you know, backing up. So I'm pretty sure this car uses quite a bit of power for the rear, for the back. I could be wrong, but 100% sure. But yeah, drives smoothly, very nicely. Step on it, give it a little pepper. Sweet, all right, nice. You know, circle that oil around. You know, it'd probably be nicer to not beat on it right away, but you know your car can handle at the end of the day. You know what it can handle. Make sure you do it all right. You know, but soon we'll do the transmission with the oil. Show you how to do all that. Do some preventive maintenance for the next video. Check it on out. But yeah, man, stay tuned, guys. We'll see how it goes. Try to get another video out by next week. Try to do at least one video a week. See how it goes. Thank y'all. Peace.